Hello everyone, welcome back to The Sims 4, and we are back in the original Jalfonso house. Well, one of the original Jalfonso houses anyway. So we're back with Leo, Charlotte, Jay, Tara, the two dogs and the cat. Oh, and as soon as we start the episode, the oven breaks, so that's good. Oh, I'm not selecting Tara. I was like, why can't you repair this, Leo? And then I realised I had your toddler daughter selected, which is a bad idea. So hopefully try and repair that, and don't electrocute yourself, ideally. You're getting pretty handy, so hopefully you'll be alright. But yeah, we're back with these guys in this episode to kind of see how they're doing, what they're getting up to in their lives, still in the midst of summer, and checking up on these guys. It's actually Tara's birthday in 4 days. Few storms ahead by the looks of it as well, so we have a heat wave today and then storms. So weather-wise, it doesn't feel very summery, 3 days of storms, but what can you do? So Tara's going to be aging up potentially in this episode. We'll have to wait and see. And yeah, that should be exciting. And it's just nice to catch up with these guys. It's been a while, because we spent the last episode, obviously, with the other guys. Oh, you're feeling uncomfortable because you're overheating. So after you've done this, you need to change into your summer outfit. So let's do that. But hopefully, we'll keep you fixing this any moment now. Oh, Quinton can't fix it for us because he's dead. There we go. And you've changed. And if you want, you can resume spaghetti. Oh yeah, and then throw away that. Okay. Oh wow, that dog, you are filthy. Hello. Flash, you are... I love you, pal, but you're disgusting. Jay, you can give him a bath. You've been playing video games all day, so give him a bath. And now Tara's crying. You're sad because you're too hot. That's fine. We can change you into your outfit. We might as well just do that for everyone, mightn't we? Because it's going to become a problem for everyone eventually. Okay, so there we go. Jay is giving Flash a bath. I think, obviously, we see him go and visit Willow and Rocco a lot. But, you know, his grandson lives there. It makes sense he'd want to see him. But I think he also does want to get out of this very crazy house at times. 3 pets and a toddler. But, you know, he does love the dogs. Otherwise, he wouldn't be giving them baths and stuff. I think he does appreciate them. He's definitely come around to them a lot more than maybe he was originally. Now, Tara's just angry. But you're hangry more than anything. So I think we can fix that, and that's fair enough. And actually, Charlotte, I want you to carry on working on something. Jay's come to inspect it and also sneak in some working out, which you're not going to do, sir. How many times? My God. We just can't stop this guy. We just can't stop him. But what we do want Charlotte to work on, she's been doing some really good paintings lately. Take a look at this one. She did that recently. I love that one. I think that's so cool. It wasn't a masterpiece, which I think is a tragedy, because look at it, it's great. But she's currently working on this one right here, which is actually a picture of Jay that he asked her to paint. So let's continue painting that. He actually commissioned this for her and asked if she could paint him so they could hang it up somewhere, which I think is very, very wholesome. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed it's going to turn out alright. Jay, I see you again sneaking in that working out. No, sir. So to stop you from doing that, you're going to fill the pet bowls, because we don't want you to overwork yourself, do we? So yeah, she's getting to work on that. A bit of progress being made. I think he's quite pleased with how it's looking already. But yeah, I feel like I need to do this more often to get Charlotte to actually paint the family members. I just don't do it enough. But yeah, he's praising her for her painting skills, saying how far she's come. Just the usual stuff about how proud he is to have her as a daughter-in-law. So I do think Leo got very lucky bumping into Charlotte in a bar when he was feeling a bit low about things. Speak of the devil, there he is. And yeah, love kind of blossomed from there. So yeah. And from that, of course, came little Tara here in quite the summer outfit. I don't know if I chose that for her. If I did, I may need to sit myself down and wonder what's going on with me. Tara can now hug and hit others. Those are two very different things. I'd rather... Well, I mean, I know which one I'd rather she do. Now you're just standing there staring at the adults like, pay attention to me, geese. Don't you understand, Father? Geese. Why don't you read her a toddler book to your granddaughter instead of just... Tara, don't stand in the dog food. well, pet food, I guess. I think the cat can eat it as well. Because we obviously adopted Honey the cat in the last episode. They seem to be licking some dirty water because this just exploded. So Leo, you're getting good at repairing things. You can do that. And then clean up these afterwards. But please, please don't drink from puddles, eh? But here we have some very wholesome scenes of Jay reading Tara a little story. I don't think she's quite learned to talk yet. She's learned to walk, obviously. So we still need to work on that with her. But maybe you could do that as well. Oh, I think she's done. Is this finished? Yes, it is. Look at that. That's great. Oh, Jay will be very pleased with that. We'll put that there. Name it. We could just call it Jay. And put a frame around it. There we go. Honey is a fluffy cat. Remember to brush their fur regularly to prevent too many hairballs. Oh, lovely. Glad about that. Oh, Tara didn't enjoy the story. But that's fine. You can't enjoy every story. It probably wasn't written by her aunt. That's probably why she didn't like it. And then mop that up, please, Leo, if you've done the other one yet. No, get on that as well. Yeah, the dogs are being relatively calm today. I mean, obviously that one's just running about, but Apollo here is just chilling. We lost Mango recently. I think Mango was the dog that passed away. Oh, and another limb in hell. What's going on in this house? But yeah, it's relatively calm considering the household. Why don't you teach her to talk a bit and then go and view your painting, Jay, because I'm sure you'll like that. Well, Charlotte's feeling flirty from the music. Oh, and you're playing in trash. Please don't do that. So knowing these two, that's probably only going to lead to one thing. Jay is looking at his painting, admiring that. I think he's very pleased with how it turned out. I like that he's like properly smiling through it as well. He's had a rough time, you know, when he lost his husband and everything, but it worked out. Oh, now Apollo's filthy. Just seeing what romantic options are available when you're flirty, and she can ask Leo to be her boyfriend. You're literally married. Willow wants to come over and hang out. Absolutely fine. And the inevitable has happened with these two. That's your father's bed. I mean, I can't, no. You two are unbelievable. Like, literally, this is their bedroom right here. Well, do what you want, I guess. Jay, my god, I say do what you want, but you can't do what you want, because this can kill you. I'd rather you not die just yet, alright? I wonder if it's gratifying for Jay to know a picture of him is worth 264 simoleons. Maybe. On the plus side, Charlotte was completely satisfied by that woohooing, so well done, Leo. And here's Willow. Let's catch up with her. What should we enthuse about? Talk about the burning temperature, because it's boiling hot today. And maybe just be a bit more subtle and get changed, maybe? These two are dancing together just like old times. They used to do this quite a lot when Willow lived here, when they were younger and everything. So that's quite sweet. Give him a hug. Talk about treasured memory. That's pretty wholesome. It's been a long time since Jay gave birth to the twins. Oh, it still feels weird to say. But yeah, it feels like a very long time ago when Jay was abducted by aliens and impregnated with the twins. But here we are. Leo and Willow, I think, were worth it. I'm pretty sure Jay would agree to that as well. You see that they've got like a full bar of friendship with both of them. Oh, and they've just formed a little happy bond. Closer from happy memories and adoring. Jay just wants the best for Willow and thinks she's so wonderful. Jay. He loves his kids very, very much, and I love that. Man, we've stuck with these guys for a long time. Some of the OGs, really. If only Alfonso were here, then all four of them, they'd been through a lot together. But, you know, you can see all the memories of them over there, look. A couple of wedding days. There's Alfonso and Supriya, they're best friends, both no longer with us. Jay and Alfonso on their wedding day. Some very treasured memories there. Right, so we have all the adults here just hanging out, dancing, chatting. I don't know what that means for Tara. She's just out here talking to a dog. She's just like, they don't understand me. I just want to talk about rainbows and pancakes. And the dog's just like, yeah, I feel you, I understand. We're in this together. Whereas the other dog is great. So I think now Jay's just kind of telling him, oh, by the way, Daniel might come to you asking for advice about university and stuff. He still hasn't really found a path, and I know you went through similar struggles yourself when you were younger, and it kind of really worked out. So I think he's prepared for his nephew to come and talk to him now. Oh, we've got some sentiments. Leo has a powerful bond with Jay that is a source of strength and comfort. I love this. That's very wholesome. Right, luckily, Tara is smart enough to know when to go to bed, so she actually put herself to sleep because everyone's been chatting. Charlotte's still flirty. Like, man, the power of the music. Let's turn that off. But yeah, we probably really should turn in for the night because it is quite early in the morning now. Look, guys. It's the ghost of Bentley and how he's possessing a bath. I think Honey's like, what the hell? Oh, but that's sweet. We haven't seen Bentley in a while. A couple of ghost apparitions. I feel like maybe we know Jay's kind of slowing down and everything. He's feeling quite sentimental. You know, he had both his kids around earlier, making some bonds with them, making sure they had memories. He got Charlotte to paint a picture of him as well, so they could always have a part of him there. Now we have like actual spectres from Jay's past. I feel like they're kind of starting to say, you know, wrap things up. I think it's time to come home soon. And yeah, Bentley's one of the first people to kind of give him that hint, I suppose. He doesn't have long left, sadly, but he has lived a lot longer than an average sim would. He's got to see a couple of grandchildren. And yeah, he's had quite the life when he first bumped into Alfonso in the gym, became roommates, they fell in love. He got abducted by aliens and impregnated with twins, and he's raised them and had a whole family around him. Actually, let's look at the family tree. So obviously he had these two guys, he had the twins, Leo and Willow, and from then, you know, we've had her meet Rocco, and they've had Daniel, he's met Charlotte, and they've had Tara. It's been quite something. And quite the life that this guy's had, and you're just, these guys were all like comforting each other because they're all scared of the storm, which is actually very wholesome. I think this little one might be one of the reasons Jay's sticking around though, because he went to bed when Bentley, like the spectre of Bentley turned up. I feel like he's like, not yet, not yet. I feel like because it's her birthday in a few days, I feel like maybe he wants to see her age up before he goes. But we've seen he's slowing down. I think maybe him constantly trying to exercise and stuff, you know, it was a passion of his, but it can wear him out so easily now, and he's still trying to do it more and more. I think it's kind of him like trying to wear himself down a bit. Certainly having alcohol at 7 AM is probably another another way of doing that, but you do you. Charlotte's reached cooking level 2, excellent. I have not yet reached that in my real life, so that's impressive. Oh, Charlotte's starting another painting. Is it going to be a surrealism painting? I kind of want to see what she's going to come up with. Oh wow, that's already horrifying. And even Leo's like, you sure you want to finish that off? Like, you just did an amazing photo of Dad. You really want this to be your next one? Like, look at it. And now Jay's even like, what the hell have you done, Charlotte? I take back everything I ever said. I'm sure they're not saying that. But, I mean, they probably should say that. If you're sad because you're scared of thunderstorms, oh, it certainly is quite the storm. Pouring it down outside. Maybe you should continue rebuilding this rocket. Because you destroyed the last one when you crash landed. Right, so he's back to work on making a new rocket, just in case, you know, maybe Leo one day will want to... I love that Leo can barely help out with this. All he can do is like maybe woohoo with Charlotte on it. Same for these guys, yeah, typical. Oh, you're getting a message. Oh, Willow's messaged Jay saying you've got pretty good taste. Will you come to the flea market and help me shop for something to brighten up my place? Absolutely. And let's bring some friends along. Let's bring Leo along so we have like a family trip. I'm sure Charlotte doesn't mind helping out with Tara and the pets. But if she does mind, they'll certainly find out when they get back. Oh, look at this chair. This chair kind of looks exactly the way Jay is dressed. Isn't it? Look at his outfit. He's literally that chair. Oh, I hope you can go over and buy that. That'd be cool. It's kind of like you. See, that's just you, isn't it? There you go. Aw, I love that. That really kind of resembled him. Leo, do you want to buy anything? What have we got on offer? Ooh, what are these fossils? Hilariously tiny T-Rex arms. Perfectly preserved moustache. Broken fossil. I like the tiny T-Rex arms, I think that's quite funny. There we go, so he's bought something as well. And now these guys are just chatting as this guy's playing a little song. That's fun. Let's all sit together. Yeah, I think it's kind of very rare when they can just spend time together, like all three of them like this. So I'm glad that they kind of, Willow saw an opportunity. I think she just wants to spend time with her dad while she still can, you know. And yeah, they've been through a lot, these three. And even now, Willow's like, I will clean up this place so no one else has to. So Jay's kind of talking to Leo now, saying, I've bought this chair. I just felt quite drawn to it, and I feel like maybe we could put it out in the house somewhere, maybe even like the porch outside, just so like I'm always kind of there. And I think that's kind of, Leo's kind of a bit worried by that kind of talk, because I think he knows what Jay kind of means from that. But he thinks it's a good idea to have that chair anyway, just so part of Jay is always going to be in that house. In whatever way you may see fit, which I like. And oh, let's toss a coin in here, that'd be fun. Don't know what that means. And look, he's getting loads of boosts from being with people he's close to, which is very, very wholesome. Okay, he just threw a coin in there, probably wishing for some good things, wishing his family will do well. And yeah, just wishing them happiness. And I think he's also kind of talking about his excitement for Tara's birthday party and what they're going to do for that. Oh, one of the vendors here is Caleb Vittore, and I know for a fact this guy's a vampire. Because Alfonso met him very early on in the series. And obviously, he looks exactly the same because he doesn't age. But he's selling something, he's a vendor. So what on earth the vampire's selling, I'm not sure I'd want to buy it, to be honest. But yeah, we had a fun time at the flea market. But I think, you know, it's getting later in the afternoon now, so I think we're all going to head home, make sure Charlotte's not on alone for too long with the kids and the pets and stuff. But yeah, they had a nice chat, expressing excitement about things to come. I love that Jay bought that little chair that looked a bit like how he was dressed, and even made a wish for his family, giving them some good luck as well. Leo got a shared sadness from a close sentiment towards someone feeling bad. Seeing that someone Leo cherishes is suffering makes him sad. Oh, I think Jay must have opened up a bit, you know, when he was talking before. He must have sensed that Jay, because he's slowing down and stuff, he's probably in a bit of pain. He's not as active as he used to be. He's a bit sorer than he used to be. Oh, that's really sad. And my god, is it coming down now? Everyone's very scared by the storm. Right, I think we need to go to build mode to get the family inventory, maybe? I think, there, here we go. So this is where they bought this is where the stuff they bought from the flea market will go. If we move this here, we put that chair there next to that little table. So that's the chair Jay bought. That's kind of dressed a bit like him. So there you go. And even though it's wet outside, he can't quite resist just taking a seat in his new chair, enjoying the view of, you know, all this this home that he's built for himself and this lovely little neighbourhood that he ended up spending a lot of his life in. These two have gained some sentiment now. I'm glad you don't think my llama jokes are getting old. I feel like you just get me. Oh, these two. I really like these two together. Through thick and thin, they kind of stood by each other, and that kind of shows it there. Charlotte feels close to Leo from good times and happy memories. They have had a very happy life together. That can be said. And Jay is very much aware of that too. Oh, it pains me to have to do this, but I do kind of need you to finish this off, Charlotte, so you can just sell it and get it out of my life. Somehow that's worth 221 simoleons, but I don't know who would pay that for it. But you know what? You did it, so well done. Tara is ridiculously sensible. It's 9 PM, she's put herself to bed again. Everyone seems to forget. And by everyone, I mean me. I'm just blaming everyone else for not putting her to bed when I need to instruct them to do so. But she does it of her own accord, so smart cookie. Unbothered queen, look at her. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, Jay! Oh my god, he's been abducted by aliens. I feel like you had a good run there. I feel like it'd been a little while. I mean, there's a lot of unfinished business that he needs to tend to, and I guess that's one of the things, isn't it? Maybe the Overlords just wanted one last update, perhaps, I would say, about Jay's life and how it's been. Oh, and they even finished the rocket. So he's got all that done. So if Leo and Charlotte ever want to go to space, and Leo wants to show Charlotte his home planet, show Tara like where her heritage started, they can do that now, because Jay finished off the rocket for her, which is pretty damn cool. And he's back. So poor old Jay. Right, Tara's been woken up by the storm, so I think Jay's going to read her a bedtime story. And I think to read his granddaughter to sleep, he's just going to tell her the story of how he met Alfonso, how he fell in love, how he got abducted and had kids. That led to her dad, and just the story of the very happy family he's kind of built, and he and Alfonso built together quite some time ago now. You know, he was very, very young when he and Alfonso first met. And yeah, it's just the story of them, and I think that's quite the story to tell her, to read her to sleep. And it's done the perfect thing, and he seems very happy with it as well. Very proud of the legacy that he's kind of built up and will leave behind very soon, I think. It's just tucking her in. Little kiss goodnight. And there we have it. Oh, Jay feels loved from tucking in a toddler. Guys, Morgan Embers died. That was one of the sages at the magical place where Rocco kind of went to learn magic. That's kind of sad. There must be a new sage in charge of, is it Untamed Magic or something? Oh, and Tara's woken up. Like, Grandad, time to get up now. 5 AM, and he's like, yeah, sure, fine. Whatever you say. I think he's woken up feeling very nostalgic. He's just taking a look at all the photos. Particularly this one, of course, of him and Alfonso on their wedding day. That one was taken fairly recently of him and Leo. But yeah, lots of great memories on that wall. And among a lot of the walls, you know, Charlotte's painting, that one of him there. There's little Bentley when he was just like a kitten. Way back when, remember that? I mean, Jay took that photo. We've just built this. Jay's just assembled this. This is like a weather controlling device that he's used from like spare bits of the rocket to try and make something up. Because, you know, he picked up a few recipes and stuff from Alfonso over the years. And just because the weather's so bad and it's Tara's birthday soon, they want decent weather for it. He's going to try and change the weather. I don't know if it's going to work, but he'll give it a good go. So we're going to try and change the weather to clear skies and hope it pays off. So hopefully he's rigged it up together correctly, and something may come of this and just make the rain stop. Doesn't need to be perfect weather, we just want something a bit nicer than this so we can stop all being scared of the storm. Ugh. Oh, something's gone wrong. The weather was supposed to have clear skies. Well, didn't work. Oh dear. Got Apollo just chilling in the middle of a storm. How he's managed to fall asleep with this weather, I don't know. But maybe it's just his kind of thing. It looks like Charlotte was the MVP because she just changed the thing to clear skies. She actually successfully used the machine. So Jay had built it right. Alfonso was correct. I mean, somewhat calmed the storm down a bit. It's just clearing up now. You can see it's slowing down. So it seems like the weather might be in control in time for Tara's birthday tomorrow, which is very pleasing news. The sun is out again. So well done, Charlotte, and well done, Jay, for, you know, ultimately saving the day. He didn't get to work it himself, but you did build the thing, so you did good, Jay. Okay, so it is Tara's birthday tomorrow, and the weather's been cleared up, basically. No storm, which is excellent. Okay, so these guys are just talking about final preparations. Tomorrow, obviously, they're going to invite the usual people round, so whether Rocco and Daniel will be over, just to have a low-key celebration for Tara's birthday as she becomes a child, I think. They grow up so fast. There we go, and Jay's helped Tara reach communication level 4 by teaching her to talk. She can talk about party, which is fair, because the party's tomorrow. And yeah, do some other stuff. Oh my god! No, 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 no! Guys, Jay just died. I had the plan to do this tomorrow after the party. He was going to sit on his chair and pass away. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, and Shark's asleep, she doesn't even know. Come on down, come on. Oh, guys. I mean, he was getting on, he was tired. He just wanted to make it to Tara's birthday and see her age up, but he did teach her to talk. That was literally the last thing he ever did was teach his granddaughter to talk. And then he just passed away. He was like, okay, I've seen now. Maybe I didn't need to see you age up. I just needed to see that, you know, you're going to be okay and you can do all these wonderful things. And I'm ready now. That was very peaceful though. And there he goes. Oh, I kind of wish we had Willow and Rocco and Daniel here. That was the plan. But, oh man. There we have it, guys. Jay has died of old age. Man. Oh wow. In the presence of death. Loss of an old friend. Witnessing death of a loved one. But guys, that's it for Jay. He has passed on, but he is in a better place. I think he was ready to go. He was getting stuff in order for everything. And yeah. That's very sad. But yeah, that is it for Jay. That was a long life. A very long life, longer than average, but a life well lived, I would say. So I guess we need to just put him over here. Even the dogs are already, like, they're pre in mourning. Look at that. And here he is, guys. He's next to Alfonso and all their pets. But yeah, you know, the signs had been there that he was slowing down and he wanted to go. He was in a bit of pain as well. He wanted to make sure he was remembered. Oh, everyone else has come out to mourn him. Oh, Charlotte. Oh, and Leo's here too. He's glowing blue because he's so sad. Oh, buddy. That's not going to be a good call to make to Willow tomorrow. I was hoping she'd be here for it, but I think they'll let them have the night because it's quite late. And then tomorrow they'd let them know that Jay's kind of passed away in his sleep. I think that's what they'll tell him to just make them feel a bit better about it. But it was very peaceful. It was Jay's time. He's had a hell of a life. And now, you know, he's buried next to Alfonso. So those two, I'm sure, are together again. And yeah, it's good that he taught Tara, you know, he gave her that bedtime story all about their life and what he'd been doing. So now Tara knows that. Now she can learn to talk because of him. So, yeah, she can kind of even tell the story back herself now. But it doesn't make it any easier now that he's gone. So obviously that's kind of both Leo and Willow's parents gone now, basically. So they were raised by these two. But they are together again now. I'm sure Jay's at peace. Hell of a ride. I was hoping he'd go one more day. That was what I was hoping. I'd hope, you know, he was going to be at the party with everyone and then it would probably happen. But it just... He was like, Liam, I've got other plans, buddy. I'm ready to go now. I've made my peace. I'm off. And I'm not gonna deny him that. So, rest in peace, Jay. Thanks for all the fun times, buddy. Very somber occasion now, since it's just chimed in to Tara's birthday. I think we'll get people round, do a bit of a celebration, but, you know, it's going to be more of a celebration of Jay's life as well as Tara aging up, because he just didn't quite get there. That's the tragedy of it. But we'll still have as best of a time as we can. But I think it's going to be more of a somber occasion now, just to honour Jay Huntington, who is no longer with us. And oh, Charlotte's heartbroken, but at least she's put Tara to sleep. That couldn't have been easy for Tara to see either. But yeah, his last act before he passed away was an act out of love to make sure that his granddaughter could tell people stories about her granddad. So he's just going to come out and have a little seat here and think of his dear old dad, because, you know, he left a part of him there, of course. And even if it's not on Earth itself, I think Jay he made it clear that he'd be watching over them regardless. And he's with Alfonso again. So dawn is breaking on Tara's birthday, but unfortunately Jay won't be there to celebrate with them physically, but he'll still be there in some way. Oh my god! Honey's running away! She'll make her way home eventually, but posting an alert via computer or phone will help find her sooner. Honey, come back! Come back, honey! Oh, that's the last thing we need. I don't know if this is just a strong reaction to the mood in the house changing so quickly. Maybe. Oh, well, now he's very sad because his father's just died and now a pet's missing. Oh, Leo, I'm sorry. That's awful. But now I'm afraid you have an even worse task ahead of you. You need to call your sister. There we go. He's telling Willow the news and saying they're still gonna, they still want them to come over later. to celebrate Tara's birthday, but also to remember their dad, and celebrate the good times. And now Charlotte's just come down to examine the painting that she did of Jay, which is now pride of place there on the wall. And just remembering a very loving, caring father-in-law. Oh, Willow wants to come over already. Well, absolutely, of course. Oh, they've been through it before, but it doesn't mean it hurts any less. But there you go. They're just gonna reminisce about their dad, take some comfort in the fact that he's no longer suffering. I mean, he's definitely found some peace now, but it's still going to be tough for them to get through it. And Charlotte's really not in the mood for it, but she does need to bake a cake for Tara's birthday. And oh, look how sad they all are. And Willow's still helping out, doing whatever she can, taking out the garbage, so they don't have to do quite as much. But yeah, not the happiest of situations for this little one's birthday. So obviously she's just lost a cat now and her grandfather, which isn't going to be easy. So maybe you comfort about missing pet. I feel like maybe if you focus on that a bit more, I'm not sure she entirely understands the situation with Jay anyway. You also need your diaper changing, but provide some comfort about anything I think is it's needed right now. So Charlotte's just trying to offer some comfort to Willow as well, but you know, it's kind of hard. First day, you know, she's going to go home now. She probably needs to check that Rocco and Daniel are also doing okay, and then they'll head back later on. Oh, Charlotte's gone to cry out in the bed. That's really sad. Oh, no, that's awful. Oh, she's gone to mourn Jay outside. Oh, Tara, you're breaking my heart. Oh, it really means a lot to me that you make time for me. Just wanted to let you know. So Tara has that sentiment about her dad, which is very, very sweet. Oh. This family have always been there for each other through thick and thin, so it makes sense. Okay, so Leo's going to post an alert about his missing pet, and then he's going to call the sadness hotline, because if you're feeling bad and feeling down, you should call someone, and just make sure your feelings are heard and that they're out there. So that should help. Leo's alert should have everyone on the lookout for Honey, so that should help us get her back quicker. Fingers crossed. Then yeah, do that as well, buddy. And then need to invite everyone over. Oh, Daniel's turned up along with Rocco and Willow. They're just kind of comforting each other, because obviously not a particularly easy thing to deal with. I mean, I think clearly he's very frustrated about losing Jay. Very hard time, but at least they're all going to be kind of together through this. And I think they're just going to keep up appearances very briefly for Tara's sake as she ages up. But obviously no one's in a huge mood to celebrate. There we go. So just blowing out the candles now. And we'll see what Tara looks like when she ages up. There we go. Okay, Tara aged up. Childhood, balance, creativity, rule breaking, and temper tantrums await. Can't wait for that. What should we go for here? I feel like maybe social, because a lot of her development has been focusing on her talking, and she'll want to tell lots of stories about her grandfather and stuff. I feel like she'll be quite cheerful, actually. So let's go for that. And there she is. There is child Tara. So let's just quickly modify your appearance. Okay, so she's still not old enough yet to actually have like a human disguise, so she's still going to be alien-esque, but we can come up with some sort of style for her. I'm not quite sure. That might suit her a bit, maybe in a different colour so it doesn't just like completely match her skin. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. I can see that kind of being her style. Shall we change up her hair as well? Yeah, I feel like she'd have it up like that. I feel like that kind of suits her. She might have had that when she was younger as well. So it's a very sad, somber occasion to actually have her age up. And they're still trying to celebrate for her, which is pretty sweet. But, you know, everyone's feeling quite down, really. Because we just had a huge loss. And on a very somber note, I think we're going to need to end the episode there. But we have some very lovely memories of a very lovely man who sadly is no longer with us. Good old Jay, but he's with Alfonso again now. He's with all his friends who passed a long time ago. He lived a very long life, and look at what he's got to show for it. Lots of people who are going to tell his story and remember him very fondly. So yeah, I guess with that, and with one final look at this little chair, this little piece of Jay that's going to stay here forever, we can reflect on a very wonderful sim who I've absolutely loved having part of the series. You know, it wasn't the original plan. We didn't make Jay. He's a pre-made sim. But he kind of burst into Alfonso's life and just would not leave, and thank God he didn't. So yeah, rest in peace, Jay. You've been a hell of a good time, and with that, I will see you next time.